Well, you could call it the snake pit, you can call it the sand pit, you could call it the Colosseum, Josh. That's what I like to refer to it as when these gladiators go head-to-head.
Brymer, Eaton, Forsyth, File, Lewis, Masters, Rampoldi, and Davina Strauss from Coaldale. That is how they will line up. 3 from Currumbin, 2 from Kurrawa, North Cronulla, Mollymook, and of course, little old Coaldale Beach. And have a look at the crowd. There'll be a couple of thousand in the amphitheatre and on the sand getting ready to go in the twilight conditions. And Rampoldi, the defending champion, at the bottom of the screen, Britt Brymer. Alongside her in the red and yellow cap, Davina Strauss in the pink. File there as well. Forsyth, she had a win in the beach sprint, so she's the fastest across the sand. Bree Masters has been one of the best all season long, and she was a runner-up last year. She'll look to come back. First run off and away. Very even. Very, very even. The girls come in. Clash comes together. And Davina Strauss goes out. The former bronze medalist at the Australian Championships. You see her there in the red and yellow cap. Quick to turn. She does the knee turn, but she was just done for pace there. I thought she was a chance, but couldn't get a flag, and she goes home, Jack Hansen.
Well, the youth of the other competitors, probably what got the leg up on Davina Strauss. Unfortunately, probably a little bit too slow, particularly out of the turn for Strauss, and unfortunately, she goes home. She doesn't go home empty-handed, though, Josh. 1 gold in the 30 to 35 women's beach flags in the Masters competition.
Very impressive effort as well. Maybe that took it out of her, and Bree Masters was the one who stole the flag from her there. So a lot of speed in this competition. Olivia Eaton closest to screen, Masters there. Alex Rampoldi as well. Forsyth and File. Britt Brymer's in the mix. And Lewis from Mollymook in the black and white. They're set again. The judges are ready. Off and away, very even once again. The girls come together. Masters and Eaton, they push, shove, and just like that, we say goodbye to Kate Lewis of Mollymook. The girl from the South Coast goes home.
Well, Kate Lewis sent home, Josh. A good run, unfortunately wasn't in the mix, and we'll take a look at the replay to see where perhaps she lost out. Olivia Eaton up very, very quick and strides away. The acceleration is extremely fast from Eaton, who is a former Australian beach sprint champion.
Unbelievable from these girls. You can see the push and shove. They just then all go to the left. An open flag there, for Brymer. Brymer was lucky. You could see Lewis looking for the seagull there, but she'll go home 7th place. And 7th place in Australia is no mean feat. A little glide there for Elizabeth Forsyth. No dramas at all. And have a look over at this side. Eaton went the big push and then goes the big Brad Fittler-esque style step across. And a great performance from Olivia Eaton. The teammate here, Elizabeth Forsyth. So they're alongside each other in this next run. And we get down to the top 6. The 3 Currumbin girls in the middle, and there's only one guarantee. They're going to split. The 2 Kurrawa girls on the outsides, they're going to come together. And, of course, Alex Rampoldi at the top. She'll just be hoping that it doesn't come between these 2 powerhouse clubs on the Gold Coast. It's been the big rivalry the last couple of years. Kurrawa, the yellow cap, Currumbin, green and white. They've had a big day, the Vikings. They'll look to wrap things up here as well. Set, off and away. The Currumbin girls, quick to turn. They're pushing, they're coming across just like that. And we say goodbye to Brymer. Brittany Brymer was done for pace as well. And all of a sudden, the cream is starting to rise to the top.
Well, Brymer probably lucky to get through the last round. Scraped through with a late move from Olivia Eaton, which opened up a flag for her. And Brymer just didn't have the speed against File in this one. On the right-hand edge, it was all File early on. Forsyth comes across to guarantee herself a flag. Eaton takes Brymer out, and unfortunately, Britt Brymer sent home.
All year, Jack, we've talked about team tactics and having your teammates there, but when it gets to this level, I think it becomes every man for themselves. Cassie File, Elizabeth Forsyth went head-to-head, and Britt Brymer was in the back of Forsyth's mind, but she just knew she had to get a flag. And have a look at it again. Kurrawa, Currumbin, and Alex Rampoldi just looks down the line and goes, oh no, and shakes her head there. I think she knows the task she's up against. I think all these girls, they're going to push left and try and take the defending champion out. Let's see how it unfolds. Masters closest to us. Eaton, File, Forsyth, Rampoldi. Off and away, almost even, very even. Rampoldi's going to have to work to get in the mix, and just like that, Cassie File goes out, and she was done for pace. She didn't even dive.
Well, I think Rampoldi knew being on the outside, she was in slightly a little bit of trouble. The outside turn pushes her very wide on that outside flag, and we can see here how wide Rampoldi ends up. Forsyth turning into the inside, into File. She wants to get that body-on-body contact. She wants to let File know she's there, she's fast, and she means business.
Oh, absolutely. I think Forsyth had the choice of the flags there. She went File, took her out, and probably a good move. Taking on the defending Australian champion before you have to is never a great policy. Masters sends the camera absolutely flying there, and we're down to 4. You survive this one, you're going to have a medal. 2 from Currumbin. So we know what's going to happen here. They're going to split. They're going to not try and knock each other out. Alex Rampoldi closest to us. Bree Masters at the top. First and second at the last Australian Championship. So this is it. This is the absolute best in the business. Rampoldi, Eaton, Forsyth, Masters. 1 through 4. 4 girls, 3 flags, 3 medals. You survive this, you're going home with a prize. The girls are set. Off and away, very even. Oh, the turn immediately into the push and shove with Eaton Rampoldi. Eaton and Rampoldi went push and shove, and just like that, the defending Australian champion goes home.
Well, Rampoldi beaten for speed against the defending sprint champion in Olivia Eaton. The turn was good. Eaton slightly behind. It meant Eaton used her speed to push to the front in front of Rampoldi, and it came down to leg speed. It came down to Eaton getting in front and Rampoldi going home.
Rampoldi immediately for the hip and shoulder there, a little push and shove, but Eaton didn't have a bar of it. She blasted past her rival. Bree Masters there, forced to cut across, and I think Forsyth, she knows who she wants to take out in this next one. The 2 Currumbin girls, the 1 Kurrawa girl, and it's an all Gold Coast top 3 here at the Australian Championships. They just do the trade-off there, and Masters is in the middle. Very happy. They've all got a medal. It's just a matter of which colour. Bree Masters, Olivia Eaton in the centre, and Elizabeth Forsyth closest to us, the last to go down. A little bit of gardening, does the hair, locks herself in for the ride, and well, the Currumbin girls, they'll turn, they'll immediately go left. They want to put the pressure on Bree Masters, but that puts the pressure on Olivia Eaton. She's going to have to go the big hip and shoulder, and we know Masters, she likes the body contact. Forsyth in the best of the positions here. Set and away very, very quickly. Immediately they come together. Push, shove, elbow. And Bree Masters gets a flag. Olivia Eaton gets the bronze. And Elizabeth Forsyth survives as well. A few words of encouragement and a hug there. It's all fair in racing, the beach flags. And just like that, Currumbin, well, they've got a bronze medal with Olivia Eaton. And what a performance from this young lady from the Vikings.
Olivia Eaton looks very focused. She's probably been the informed competitor watching the last few run-throughs. Forsyth is absolutely flying on the outside. She was first to the flag. Eaton and Masters went head-to-head. Masters got the body in front, secured herself a flag. Eaton gives Forsyth a few little whispers of advice. You've got this, girl. You've got this.
Oh, a little bit of encouragement there. Why wouldn't you against your teammate? Elizabeth Forsyth looks across and knows it is head-to-head. Currumbin and Kurrawa, would you have it any other way? I do not know. Very happy Bree Masters grabs that flag, and this is it for the biggest prize in beach flags competition, the Australian Championship. It all comes down to Bree Masters from Kurrawa, Elizabeth Forsyth from Currumbin, the 2 biggest clubs in beach competition. Will go head-to-head, and it's a real clash of the titans in every sense of the word. Elizabeth Forsyth looking for a very, very rare double, the beach sprint and flags competition at the Australian Championships. Let's see if she can do it, or will Masters avenge her silver from last year? Let's get ready to rumble. The girls are set, the girls are down, they're off and away, very, very even at the start. They come together, the push and shove. Forsyth's got it, Masters got it, they've both got it. What about this? 2 even, you can't split them. It's time for a runoff, Jack Hansen.
Well, what a runoff it will be, Josh. Who doesn't love a couple of girls wrestling in the sand over a beach flag? Absolutely amazing here in the Coliseum, and what a spectacle we have here today.
I said it was even, I didn't know it was that even. The turn was quick. Forsyth had it. I think Masters just came over the top. You could see she pushed her. The arm slap goes down from Masters. It's all fair. They grab the flag together and they get a face full of sand for their trouble. And we're going to have the final take 2. What about that? You get double the show for half the money. A big performance there. The little wrestle, I thought they might have been some UFC style moves at the end there, but no. The girls, they were all fair. You can see, oh, just like that. I don't even know who got there first, but they both grabbed the flag at the same time and neither was letting go. Bree Masters tried to go the double hand pull away, but have a look at the grip there from Elizabeth Forsyth. Unbelievable stuff. And if you thought one run was good, 2 runs is twice as good. The girls are set. And do you think you'll see the same kind of run from these two, Jack?
Well, Forsyth, Josh, she was the stall gift champion as well. We know she's got plenty of speed.
You've got to use it early and you've got to use what you got. Masters, a little bit of gardening late in the competition. We've had this run before. It's deja vu here in the sandpit. The girls are set. The judges are happy. It was even once. Will we get the same result again?
Down.
Off and away, very even there. Masters is going very, very hard for the body. Forsyth's got the jump, Forsyth's got the flag and the Australian title. You can see what it means to her there. She's celebrating with her crew, and what about the emotion? You won't see emotion like that from anyone. The Currumbin Vikings come through. She's the sprint champion and she's now the flags champion.
Well, a huge performance from Elizabeth Forsyth. We saw what it meant to her, Josh. The elation. She heads over to her Currumbin team, and what a massive performance.
Oh, big Damien Tuck comes charging in there for the hug, and what a celebration for Elizabeth Forsyth. She is on cloud 9 because she is the best in the business.
Well, extremely fast. We saw Forsyth up. The turn was very, very quick. A little bit smaller than Masters, and that meant she was into her stride and acceleration phase early. Forsyth gets in front, and just like the other run through, managed to push herself ahead of Masters and take the win.
Masters hip and shoulder late, almost turned the tide. Have a look, she goes ready, set, let's go. Bumps her off to the side, manages to keep her balance, Forsyth, and get the flag, and Masters immediately knows. And have a look at the look on Elizabeth Forsyth's face. That is what a beach flags title means to her. Unbelievable stuff. She's wanted it for a long time. And man, she can celebrate. Big performance there as Olivia Eaton comes in for the hug, and celebration was almost as good as the run.
Well, the celebration means more than just the beach flags title, Josh. The first woman ever to take out the open female beach sprint and beach flags in the same year.
It's a historic day in the sandpit for Elizabeth Forsyth. Her name will go down in history. She's the best on the beach, bar none. Bree Masters in second place. Very, very good all competition. And Olivia Eaton making a Currumbin 1 and 3. We have Poldy, File, Brymer, Lewis and Strauss. And let's hear from the champ, Elizabeth Forsyth.
It's amazing. I'm still trying to believe it. I'm still struggling to believe that I won the sprint yesterday. You know, this is the 3rd time I've done opens. Last year I came 3rd and was really hoping to get the win, so that was a tough pill to swallow, but coming back this year is just amazing.